Hi everyone, Don Genova here with another edition of Foodie Friday for Russell Books. This week I have two books for your consideration. One is an old-fashioned cookbook with recipes in it. Another is a book about how to cook. I'll get to that one in a second, but the first book I want to tell you about I really like because it's got the words 15-minute in it and comfort food. It's the 15-minute vegan comfort food cookbook, simple and satisfying vegan recipes from Katy Beskow. I really like it because it's big on flavor. The recipes are fairly easy to prepare and worldwide influences in the flavors. So for example, the first recipe I cooked in here was called Bombay Potatoes. And she says it's a 15-minute spin on Bombay potatoes. It's a very popular Indian dish, East Indian dish, with things like mustard seeds, turmeric, chili powder, paprika, cardamom, potatoes, of course, and tomatoes, and coriander or cilantro. Mix them all together. They come up into a beautifully either warm or room temperature salad. Secondly, apricot, pistachio, and mint pilaf. What makes the pilaf? Not rice in this case, but bulgur. Simply pour some hot water over the bulgur. It cooks very quickly, a lot faster than rice. And then you're adding things like chopped mint, parsley, some dried apricots, shelled pistachios that you've chopped as well, extra virgin olive oil, and a little bit of lemon on top of that as well to really give a zip to the flavors. Third recipe, and the fourth one, right on pages next to each other, sweet potato and cinnamon latkes. Take a sweet potato, grate it, add a little bit of flour because it's vegan, so no egg in it. A little bit of flour, some cinnamon for flavor, and you're frying that in the pan and you're serving that with, if you have, vegan cream cheese, or if you don't want to go vegan all the way, just use some regular cream cheese that you've chopped some dill into. And then this is an unusual one with some good strong flavors in it, orange, carrot, and sultana pearl couscous. Now, pearl couscous is actually like a pasta that's little balls, bigger than the regular couscous, which tends to be very fine grained. So you can find it in most grocery stores now. Sometimes you can find the Italian version of it. That's called fregola, and that means that the little balls of pasta have been toasted before you boil them up with some orange juice and raisins and what else? A carrot. Put it all together. Comes out nicely, and again, some cilantro put into there with that. So that's the 15-minute vegan comfort food, simple and satisfying vegan recipes from Katy Beskow. Now the second one is called Keys to Good Cooking. It's by Harold McGee. He is an expert, a real expert on the science of cooking. You'll also be able to find his book at Russell Books on food and cooking. That was a real classic. This is a follow-up to it. And you can open up this book at almost any page and find something fascinating that is going to tell you how to cook or tips on it. It's really a good book just to either browse your way through or go to the index and look up something that you want to know about in particular. So, serving food safely, for example. Serve foods as soon as possible after finishing their preparation. Don't allow foods to remain at room temperature. It gives you the temperature ranges at which it's safe to keep food. I like this one a lot. It says, don't follow the 5-second rule. How many people out there say that? No, it's just a 5-second rule. No, food dropped on the floor is contaminated immediately. If you can't remove the contaminated surface, discard the food. Ramona, give me a page number. Let's say anywhere from 117 to 550.
126.
126. Okay, we go to 126, and this is about raw fruits and fruit juices. Prepare raw fruits with carefully cleaned hands, utensils, and cutting surfaces. Combat brown discoloration in fruits prone to it, especially apples, pears, and bananas, by treating pieces with vitamin C or acids. That's all you need. Everything that you need, I should say, is in this book. Talks about dry grains, pastas, noodles and puddings, pastry ingredients, fats and oils, cake and cookie ingredients. Gives you an overview of the methods of how dishes are cooked and put together, and it will really help you out if you're not sure about certain methods you find in recipes. Get this book, Keys to Good Cooking, available at Russell Books, downtown Victoria on Fort Street, or at russellbooks.com. That's Foodie Friday for this week. I'm Don Genova. See you next time.